Hey stamping friends, welcome to the Joy of Stamping with Rachel. I'm Rachael Coon and it's Fun Fold Friday. I have a beautiful autumn card to show you using some of our Gilded Autumn specialty paper. Go ahead and hold while I flip and I'll show you this fun fold. All right. Let's see, get this into focus. Make sure you guys can see everything okay. And show you our card. So this card is super fun and it's great because it features or shows off both sides of the DSP, as when you open it you can see the inside of it, and it kind of has that book-like look to it, and it's really easy. So let me go ahead and show you how we make this card today. I'm using the beautiful autumn stamp set, and I'm using the Hey There and these cute little acorns here that just happen to coincide with a punch. So this is a punch that we'll use as well, and it grabs that acorn shape for us. Okay, these ready? So I'm using a little bit of a different kind of paper, but it's the same idea. You want to be kind of busy on this side and then kind of solid on the inside. I'm using that Cajun Craze as my base. And this base piece, let me tell you their measurements for it. We have a 5 1/2 right here by 5 1/4 right here. And then you're going to score it on the 5 1/4 side at 1 inch. Not too tricky. Then I do have a stitch shape ready to go. And we have our DSP, which is a 4 by 5 1/4, and our Very Vanilla is that exact same size for the inside of the card. All right, let's go ahead and do our stamping first, and then we'll assemble. So we're going to do the Hey There in Early Espresso. This one is a color that's also part of the paper, and I like it because it is similar to black, but not. So it's a little bit different. All right, we'll ink up our Hey There and put it as close as we can to this side, because we're going to put some of this circle behind our cardstock. All right, that turned out really nice. And then over here, we're going to grab our Very Vanilla for the inside, and let's stamp just a little acorn to kind of carry on this look from the paper. Make sure you guys comment if you're here watching live. That way you might win today's card. You like my new grid paper? This is my onstage one that I used for our stamp and share experience. I was going to call them make and takes, but we're not calling them that right now because we didn't get to make and take them. We got to stamp them in our own home. All right, so this is the top of the acorn, and I'm going to stamp it in the exact same color, but I'm going to stamp off. That's one of those terms that I had as my Tuesdays tip for you guys to know more about. We ink it, then we're going to stamp it off once, and then we're just going to line it up and give it that little top there. Super cute. There's also a bottom piece to this one, so if you wanted to color in the bottom piece a different color, you totally could. We're going to keep it simple and just do that top though. All right, let's go ahead and get our DSP in. What we need for this is our tear tape. We're going to put just a strip of tear tape because this card has a different layout than usual, and we want it to still be sturdy. We're going to use tear tape to keep it strong. Just like that. But before we tear tape it down, so I'm going to take off the backing, but we also need to get our Hey There circle ready to go. So we'll put our glue on our Hey There circle. I'm going to use some liquid glue here. There we go. And I'm going to line up my cardstock in my card base to look like it has a frame. Kind of see how I'm doing that? Just as if I was going to glue this piece on, but I'm not. Then I'm going to flip this piece over, and we're going to carefully put it so where it's not going to cover up the Hey There. And then we'll just crease that a little bit more. You can even use your bone folder to keep that nice and sturdy. And that's all attached now to that piece. Pretty easy, right? All right, let's go ahead and glue in our Very Vanilla as well. And this is also just mostly lining it up right. We want to kind of shadow that DSP that we just put on. It's the Gilded Autumn Specialty DSP, and it just got off back order. For the whole month of October, you couldn't order it. So what we're going to do is cover it up like this and line it up so that we can't see it. And then I'll press it down. There we go. And if you can see a little bit, it's not too bad because it matches. It's that very vanilla. And then we have our linen thread. We're going to go ahead and wrap this around. And I tied a bow in my original, but I'm going to go ahead and just do a knot for this one. I'll wrap for that. Usually I don't like having ribbon or linen thread exposed to be inside of a card, but I think this one totally works. You can get away with it with this style of card. Hopefully you guys got a lot of DSP last month, and if so, you can try this fun fold card using some of your paper. Let's go ahead and snip that, and if you want to, you can even pull apart your linen thread to make a fake bow out of it. Let's make, there we go. You just kind of pull those fibers, and it gets it all kind of crazy and stringy. I love that about linen thread. There we go. Just kind of pulling those apart. Oh, I love it. You see that? How crazy that looks. All right. Oh, but I did forget to do one thing. Let me see if I can still add them. So I have our cute little punched out acorn, and I put a little hole in him so that I could attach him to our little fake bow. Let's see if I can still get a piece of it in there. And if not, then I could always use some more linen thread and attach it. Let's see. Maybe. We might have to glue dot that on later or keep on playing with it. But that's pretty much it. Just add that little acorn and you have some awesome fun fold card that shows off your DSP. All right, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Happy stamping, everyone. Goodbye.